Messiah Complex, Nathan Mendez, and I'd like to greet all of you. I am the second coming of Jesus Christ. But how do you know I came the first time? You know what I mean? It's like the second coming, Nathan Mendez. It's all the same. It's just some imaginary role that you give an idiot. You know, if you haven't watched Star Wars or Star Trek, there's an episode in Star Trek in the Next Generation where Jonathan Frakes, William Riker, was kidnapped by the Romulans, who really know stealth technology, invisibility, and mind control and propaganda and MK Ultra probably. And they tried to convince him, you are on the Enterprise. You're safe and secure, surrounded by all your friends, from Captain Picard to Data to Worf to Beverly Crusher to Deanna Troy. And then, by the way, where are all the arsenal of the Federation? And he's like, before I say all that, let me ask something. Data, what is the nearest parsec to your mom? And of course, Data would just spit the number out, but the Romulans would be like, there's some subspace interference. I can't provide the answer right now. I feel like that guy. I like Jonathan Frakes because he's a female to male trans that really sprouted. He's like 6'6" or higher. So the trans agenda is working. Welcome to Planet Trans. Now, if I am indeed the second coming of Jesus Christ, my only miracle in all this is nothing happens. You guys are wise to the first time I came. And the Bible is like, I was astounded that you chose not to believe in me this time because I gave you orders. Make sure I don't go back to where I came before. It's like, you told us this already. You just have dementia. That's fine. Joe Biden has an aggressive form of prostate cancer. And for 4 or how many years? Did he do 2 terms? He was the dummy, the distraction that allowed Earth to fight back against all the aliens. This is our real president. Attack him. And now we have to thank him for his service. So I just do it all hail. Pretty much. I don't apologize right away. I just am. I exist. Like L'chaim Israel or some shit like that. Shem Yisrael Chai. Oh, no. Is it? Am Yisrael Kai. And then, in Korean culture, there's something called Kai Baibo. Any Koreans in my chat? Anyang Hashimnika. Say something, stupids. I know you all speak English. I'm just showing you I can speak Korean badly, and then you translate for me. Gosu or whatever. I know a few Koreans. I went to Stuyvesant High School. It's mostly Korean there. It's oddly good. Hey, yo, Stinkums. I think I've seen you before. Why the hell would you, visit my chat again? Go back to work. If you're tired, do it all tired. That's probably Kash Patel, right? He's playing into the stinky Indian stereotype. Cash, I will literally slap your Indian face. Go back to running the FBI for me. Sup, Oreo? Are you an actual girl? Are you Korean? Uni! Uni! A lot of the Koreans tried doing, tech support, but Filipinos have it all on lock. Because you get too angry. It's like, what the fuck? You don't fix all this shit? Yeah, I am a racist. What are you going to do about it? Call 911. Go to FBI tips. Go to that website, fbi.gov, and submit. I found a racist on 40th and Broadway. You might get 50,000. I might get over several trillion Bitcoin for seeing a basher, a racist basher. Hello, football. I like your sport. So anyway, stinky. Why did you choose the word stinkums? Right? If you're not Indian, you're a racist for that alias. Stupid. Chat, do you think I should boot Stinkums for being a racist? We're very intolerant in my chat, and you all have a vote. Stinkums, you can vote no. All the rest of you can vote yes. How dare you accuse me of being racist? Say something stupid again using that racist-ass alias, Stinkums. Make up something. It's about Tums. It's skin Tums, right? And you're just a dyslexic. You have Tourette's. Say all that shit again. You're a racist for that comment. I like that because it looks like an owl. I'm Nate Mendez, the Owl Man. Also, the second coming of Jesus Christ. I can't do anything because the first time I told all of you, should I come back again, don't believe me. It's just like Sarcasm 102. If I, your Sarcasm 101 teacher, invite you to Sarcasm 102, I'm being sarcastic. I taught you all that you need to know, and the rest is just for personal gain. Okay? You know what, Oreo? Do you want to be a mod? I'm waiting for the FBI to pick me up, and it's like, the best I get is an FBI Finch. Finch, stop fighting people. See, he did it. You, you want to become Oreo the Finch? Try to control this Finch, Oreo. Make this Finch poke out all my eyes. Oreo, come here. Get off that branch and poke all my eyes out. You see? Even with all your emojis, you can't do it. How old are you, girl or boy? This might be Jonathan Frakes. You guys know who he is? William Riker of Star Trek? Or tell me you never heard of Star Trek too. Uh-huh. Only Jonathan Frakes would say nuh-uh. Like a 12-year-old girl. You're reverting back to your original thing. Where it's like, I'm 3 feet as a 12-year-old girl. Is there anything that can help me become famous? Here's some testosterone. I'm 6'6" and I got a beard now. I know it's you, Jonathan. Stop lying, you sack of shit. Are you happily married, by the way? By now? All your other cousins are happily married, Jonathan. You know? You can't fool me. Why are you even here? The only reason is like, the testosterone ran out, and I'm a 12-year-old girl again. Can I have some more? No. You should have husband that, you know. Enjoy perfect being a 12-year-old girl for all time. Jonathan Frakes. And I gave you a very generous portion too. Now you're talking like, nuh-uh. Uh-huh. And you can call your daddy. Daddy, pressure him. I want more testosterone. That's all the testosterone. Jonathan? My name is Nathan. Nathan Mendez. You know what Mendez is? Go Google that shit. It means extra value. Last names suck. How did I know your name is Oreo? It's right there. You should have chosen Ohio. Oh, 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 who's that kid with the Ohio cookie? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I don't even know why I live stream. I'm just the second coming of our Lord and Redeemer, Jesus Christ. You can talk in third person narration. You know, there was once a man who went to Capernaum. That man was me. Are you good at guessing games? Can you guess how tall I am? All you gotta do is put a guess. You know what? I'm gonna make it easier because, a lot of you girls or boys or kids just don't know what to say around me. So I'll start a poll. Okay, so all the people who come in here, I'll give you a hint. You can either vote yes, or you can either vote no, or you can abstain and ignore the poll. All this works for me. I need to divide America into those who are active, passive, and idiots. Now, hopefully you're all idiots. Idiots are easy the brainwashing didn't take on you. It's just like trying to plant a tree in sand in the desert. Not gonna work. It's sand. It's gonna sink into the sand. I'd rather deal with idiots than, people who are really deeply entrenched in fertile ground or thorny ground. Sand is very easy because, why plant trees when you can just make glass? And here it comes. Good morning, my sand pigeons. Okay, so, you don't have to vote. In fact, if you actually vote, I'm going to get more mad. I'm going to get more upset. I might get a nosebleed or something. So don't you dare vote in my poll. It's like a dummy test. Only the intelligent, high IQ people, well informed, high information, can actually vote in a poll. If you were given the vote, it's just to make you busy all day. Who's the greatest celebrity of all time? I'll vote. While you're wasting all that energy, the real guys in power and girls make their moves. You know, that's what pigeons is all about. At least I got some interaction. And you know what? I like this so much that I'm gonna use it as a background. That's all right. You know, nothing. Very good. Oh God, somebody voted. I hope you didn't vote yes. Okay. So this is just a freeze frame. I don't know if you can see, but this is what I see on my screen. At 10:35, there's zero people and two likes. But you're in the chat, so you're basically a ghost in the machine. Okay? All the rest, you can see what it is, right? There's a big building, there's things. I don't know if you do live streaming, but you can appreciate it. So, right now I can pretend, oh no, the stream is frozen. Can you all hear my audio at least? Something's going on. It's frozen. The screen is frozen. Help me fix all this technical difficulty. Guys. Am I moving or are my lips moving? Thank you, Sean. Some crazy thunderstorm or something or tornado froze my stream. And play along. And these kids say I'm 6'6" with a massive genitals. I was like, don't even vote yes, dude. Don't even. How's Come Chat episode 2? Is it going well? Hey bird. Morning, boss. Oh yeah, Yahweh the storm god. They're like, it's not Yahweh, it's Yahuwah. It's like, at that point, why don't you be Al Pacino, the storm god? If I was half the storm god I was 5 years ago, I put a flamethrower through this place. Are you hungry? Nice, you're almost. Hey, Sean, we have a new project, all new project. Let's get Oreo to 50 subscribers. All right, Oreo, do you want some sincere advice from people who are fans of Cumtown? Scent of a Moloch. I'm, I'm sorry. Hey, hey. Yeah, let's all sub to Oreo. What's your thing? What's your channel name? Shout it out. Then we'll get you to 50. There's over 12 regulars in the bus or Nouveau. And then they know 12 people they can bully. Like LoJack alone can probably, he bullied somebody who makes like a lot of money into subbing, becoming my 50 sub. Hey, I'll forgive all your sins, LoJack. Just get this Oreo idiot to 50. Yeah, the stream is frozen. Me too, buddy. So anyway, this is like Sean's newest brainchild. I can see all the dialogue. Come here, you. Do you smell this? This is a Moloch. It's a molecule. Like in Christmas, I dress up like Santa Claus. I'm Moloch and Al Pacino. So in The Scientist, is like a molecule. Get it? Ah. I could take a picture of your channel and like hype it up. I don't care. Are you pregnant? Ah, I'm Al Pacino. I'm doing live streaming, but somehow the screen has frozen. See, what I did was I went to Mr. Mendez's stream, took it over like a virus, like a COVID. And then, as soon as I did that, he froze the stream on it. That bastard. You know? I sent it all. Get it? I have a nose. Instead of like money, and I spent it all, I sent it all. Like a Moloch on Christmas. Moloch Yuletide. Get it? Ah. You know, the only thing about Al Pacino is how he says, ha. If you practice that, you will become Al Pacino. Ha. Is this chicken? Ha. Or I was Jimmy Hoffa. You know, they buried me under 1,600 pounds of garbage, liquefied me, put me in a wood pulp, and recycled me into paper. Ha! Nira. Okay? All these black people want me to say the power word. But they say it all far away. I told them, come nearer, you nearer. I wouldn't be surprised. I am a cute little girl named Oreo. Ha! I almost have 50 subs to do live streaming in all this. You gotta be patient because I'm a boomer. Ha! Here's a list of all the sodas I like: Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, and Fanta. Also Sprite. I'm gonna go through all the liquids that are moist. X-Lax, Ensure, and Glucerna. Ha! He's so famous that if he just said ha, it's like, like Tony Hawk, and people's like, hey, you look like Tony Hawk, and he doesn't want to talk to you. It's like, yeah, I get that a lot. And then, oh, I was gonna ask for your photo, but then you're not Tony Hawk. Celebs can decide, I want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you. So if you go to like, no, ha, not. See, what you said is huh, like you're unsure. Is ha, you know? Yeah, he does look like. I'm Billy Kidman, and I do all the shooting star presses. You doubt me? Ha! It's like domino. Yeah, I won. We all know I did. You did though. Boom, domino. It's William Kidman, pal. So can you imagine talking to a 12-year-old girl version of Al Pacino? She's like, well, I like dolls and Barbies. And then, Al Pacino sneezes. The module gets stuck in her head. It's like, oh my God, I'm a 12-year-old girl named Oreo. I almost have 50 subs. It's like The Walking Dead, What's your name? Negan. You don't look like a Negan. Well, I am. I could do Al Gore as Al Pacino. Climate change. Ha! Practice that, Sean. When the drop bears attack you en masse, you're all drop bears. Ha! I'm going to Sydney. I said the N word already. There's so many N words, like Negan. Tell me the word Negan doesn't start with N. Or Nefertiti. USA, the greatest country of all time. Ha! We're back on top, baby. You're the weirdest Russian saboteur of all time, Oreo. Look at me, I'm Baloo of the Jungle Book. I'm gonna sing the bare necessities. Just did. Ha! That's his power word. I'm an eagle. Look at me. Rock, rock, rock. Ha! I've been practicing my Al Pacino for a long time. And even then, it's like, is that me? I don't think so. Ha, we leaving. Try it. You know, people will be like, "What are you doing that noise?" Ha, and they won't say it as powerfully or as passionately as Al Pacino. Here I am, McLean, the top of the Nakatomi building. Where are all my detonators? You don't have it? Ha, I knew you didn't. He could ruin Saturday Night Live. Live from Ha. I'm done, Lorne or Keenan. Where's my break room? All right, so what's your channel name, Oreo? We're gonna get you up past 50. I know it really hurts your throat. That's how you know it's good. It's like I need an orange juice. Even I can't do Al Pacino. Ha! Okay, I can do a natural voice is soft and fluffy. You know, he did like Godfather, and even Kevin Spacey. Like, hey, do Al Pacino. Which era Al Pacino? Soft and fluffy voice. Jasmine Stewart 6718. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna subscribe to you. Jasmine Stewart 6718. Yeah, but you know, it's probably a fed, like a neck beard, and then he secured all these little boy photos, and it's like, you know, you want to make it in the big leagues, post nudes, you know, hold a skateboard and a basketball naked kid, and then you're in the big leagues. Then the guy takes those photos, is like goes to the little girls, is like, so this is me, and then boom, and then you get little girl photos. Don't get fooled, Oreo. I mean, Loke. You're smarter than that. Jesus Christ. But in the off chance that you're just a dumb kid, watch out for feds who do that. It's like, you know, send your pictures. Don't tell your mom and dad, blah, blah, blah. We're going to protect you. Either you're a fed and we need a pet fed, or you're a 12-year-old girl and we need a pet 12-year-old girl. It's all the same to me. Okay? So you can lie. If you're 12 years old, yes, I'm a federal agent. You're all under arrest. That's a theory. Go ahead. You're allowed if you're a really 12-year-old and a girl. But if you're a fed and it's like, well, it's time to come clean, I'm a fed and you're under arrest. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Not all arrests lead to a charge. And I like it when we'll see. You lied to me already. It's like, I'm almost 18. You're 12. I'm almost at 50. You have 20 subs. You're a lying sack of shit for a 12-year-old girl. Which means you're ideal into pretending you're like some 58-year-old fed big league. It's like you got big ambitions. Most people would have a lot of 30 years experience trying to attempt what you're doing. You know, what if I was a federal agent and I wanted to collect all the naked boys, but it's age appropriate? So I'm going to fool these idiots. I'm a fed. I'm going to tell your parents unless you send me nudes. And then you can embarrass your friend. I think I see somebody that's like, what do you call it? Shit. That's your type. I can see your type, Sean. She'd be a nice little package for you. Yeah. Will you stop, lady? She won't. As an uncle, I just set up like, you know, romantic interludes. So, gross. Oh yeah, she has no penis. How are you sure? She it was like, you know, I saw this thing. Like a girl online, Jasmine, whatever Stewart says, how big is your penis? It's only 10. Oh, mine's only 9. And then, so, do you like Pokemon? This is New York. You want cuties, go to LA. These are working girls. You know? And am I not cutie enough? Somebody better say in the chat, Nate Mendez, you are the cutest person of all time. Or I'm going to start banning people. I won't really. But, you know. Show more cuties. There's only two things. It's like the girls always ask questions. Are you under arrest? And then the man is like, don't be under arrest. I'm like, what the fuck is arrest? I'm under accent. Ah! Do you see me? Shoot me in the head. End all my suffering, Oreo. Do the kill order. If you're like Ivanka Trump, you can call up your daddy. I don't like him. He's very obnoxious. I've been shot in the head many, many times. I get like, I should have been shot in the head at least in half the time. When you're good at something, you don't do space, you do time. Thank you. Oh, God. You flatter me. Hey, Herb. Yeah, this is an actual girl. Might be your type. Not like Africa Bombada, who has a Adam's apple, man hands, and a brow ridge that looks Neanderthal. We didn't want to tell you because I used to date a mannish girl, Japanese, and the people were like, "Do you know what she looks like?" Man, she sucks my dick, dude. I don't give a shit. you know, I get mine. You're a man, well, you're a good cocksucker. That's it. Birthing hips. It's unfortunate that some women actually look mannish. And then once they're pregnant, see, I told you, your friends are idiots. I don't mind being an idiot. If you get Bombada pregnant, that's cool. I can be big enough to admit, her boss man, you're right. Apparently, the girl that you like, who's very man looking, looks like a female to male, male to female, trans or something, is pregnant. Looks like I'm wrong. One true fact makes me undo all of that. In the Bible, it's like you could be wicked and do one righteous deed before God, all the wickedness is erased. But as a righteous man, you do one wicked deed, all the righteousness is a deed erased. Okay? You can tell she's a real girl because the first movie's Run Away, and she looks over her shoulder. Is anybody chasing me? No, bitch, you're too ugly. Sorry. We're not falling for that again twice. Guys, the safest place is across the ocean. Africans, just hop on this ship. And the Africans these days, we could take a plane. Yeah, we check the internet. Oh, you call yourself a Jesuit. Xavier High School would be very ashamed of you. I listen to people who pray in Latin all the time, and you're going off but what your mom and dad said. Homeschooling. That's not the doctrine. That's not in the Bible. It does now, Herb. Just like before, there was not a quitters, and then you decided there is now a quitters. You can look at this empty lot. I'm going to build a fucking quitters. So, you still have some bad habits, Herb. You should use more now than not. If your boss came today and you came to work, guys, you're not going to get paid this month or this year, this week. I appreciate all your working for me for free. We just don't have the money right now. And I'm glad for all your loyalty. And then the place next door actually pays you money. You're going to stay with your Korean boss? Don't lie. This is where, your usage of the word not precludes the need for money. So my good deed erases all of my wickedness. Spite? Why? I thought you guys were friends. In this scenario, I'm the second coming of Jesus Christ. All the good guys, the Catholics, the Christians, and whatever, and bad guys, demons, all of you versus all of me. That means you and Johnny are on the same side, Sean. Oreo, you're supposed to depose me as the second coming. You're supposed to question me, how do we know you came the first time? I've never seen you. I've never been to Cincinnati or where you are. How did you know I came there twice? You don't know nothing about spite because my very good nemesis used to be a best friend of mine. Albert Arnold Gore is the incarnation of spite. I'm the incarnation of shame. We tried fighting all them years ago. It was a draw. So it's like, you stay over there and I'll stay over here. It's working out. He used to go to a New York school, but then he went downtown. He has 3 daughters. I still check up on him, Ooh, isn't this spicy? Because Sean is managing mod for a reason. You're very charming and personable, but anytime you're too mean to the new people, well, Sean does what he does best. I can trust Sean to be restrained, even with friends, even with enemies. They get the same treatment, 10 seconds. If he was in a mood, it'd be 60. Yeah, he is. The stone which the builders have rejected. He reads the Bible and respects the Bible more than me, which is why I can entrust him with managing. You want to spite people, especially Hebron, especially all those people that made fun of you, especially me. Like, I'm sorry, it's just like the emperor has no clothes. I've watched both of her things, videos, the one you showed me and the one that I like, where she was talking about President Trump. Even you couldn't hack it. You saw the manliness in her. Bitch, I'm gonna take you out, Trump, and blah blah blah. You saw the man as like your fantasy delusion, this idealization, perfect woman for me. However, she's focusing on another man. Sean has no bias. He doesn't give a shit if she's a man or not. She's a target to him. If she ever came in here and started causing trouble, as let's say Jasmine Stewart, I just want to dangle my lips so that Herbo can see it, and then I'm just gonna go away. Here. I'm leaving now, and your African Mumada is still in the chat. Well, will be your friend and time that bitch up. You know what I mean? He can see through the delusion. He's not like chained to the pussy. You are. hmm That's why I can trust him with managing mod. If I gave you managing mod, if the first second Johnny or Hevron came here, it's like, what? They're fucking timed out. I can't undo it. I've done this in your chat. Me and Johnny had a tiff. You called me a rogue mod. I was like, I was waiting to see if he's repentant, and the first thing he knew is like, I'm guilty. I'm so fucking guilty. Or mod me right away. I was like, oh, I know what to do. I punish all. Yeah, exactly. You taught me that. Remember when Mavis and Hebron was like, man, we don't like it, and you told me, let them go. That was the wisest managing moderator decision of all time. I had to keep you away from the corruption of power, keep you pristine, keep you like this. That's you chasing Africa Bombada, and she's gonna get away. Jasmine Stewart, come back, come back, come back, and she'll just lead you on. No mercy. Women have no mercy here. So as a friend, and me and Sean are friends, like around you. Normally we'd be fighting who's the greatest melee of all time. But when a ranged person like you is having trouble, it's like we put aside the differences. Okay, just like the army. Like they're here. They don't mind. Job well done. They're just walking around two by two. We are part of the melee army. So no mercy, no melee. You're ranged. You gotta learn how to shoot the gun. You did so much melee, you escaped from a mental institution just to pet your cat. You are officially melee, and we all know it. Go learn the range shit. Give us covering fire. That's why if you can do melee shit, like Sean will time me out. Bad Herbo. No donut. You know? If she runs, shoot her in the back. Disable her. Bitch, you can't outrun a bullet or a walkie-talkie. Where are you going? And it's like, why did you shoot me? I know a doctor that can rebuild your dumb knee. Yeah, I'm Murtaugh. It's like, I'm too old for this shit. But, like Mel Gibson is kind of Australian, is he? So he can be that. Like, he's black, I'm mad. Just for now. Because if you ever come back to the melee, me and Sean will double team you. I'll go for the ankles, you'll go for the head. That's very simple. We want you to cover us so we can do crazy shit like this. Vivek sent us to kill you. And we like you so much, it's like, fuck you, Vivek. He's more fun than you. Adam Driver would fight you about that, Just, or even Jeff Driver. Mel Gibson's alright, but he's too fascist, washed up. He made Mark Mays. Look at his newest video. I'm feeling a lot better, and he, look at this shit. Fucking Ricky Fondo came here. He posed in his preview the Nazi symbol. You know what I mean? I'm feeling better now, and he contorted his body into the Nazi symbol. And two, Ricky Fondo is still alive from Appalachia, because he wrote this here. At any time that mealy fuck would just come in. First, there's a graffiti artist named Side. Fondo just wrote Hami. Do you see? So write zero Ricky Fondo. You know, he's Australian because here, this is a bank. We can see you from the inside. There's also cameras. You know what I mean? It's like so many people. What's in that bank? Money and guns, but mostly guns. I don't know. There's something called zombies and undead. Just like, I worry, like, where's Fondo in all this? JLP scared the shit out of him. He's like, if I ever catch you sniffing around here in the bus, wasting your time, make your fucking music. You know? People down JLP, but he's really good at scaring kids straight. None finer. Just his stories about getting fucked in the ass twice and shitting on a cock and then eating like pug pug, it grosses me out. That's why I call him likable. When this is this is JLP. He was here too with Fondo. Silence is compliance. No more Trump. Since Mark Mays is taking over JLP's thing in video, when you acquire, like, you don't think about the last waiter that was doing your job because obviously he sucked, Herb. He was fired and you were hired to replace him. But you're not going to do the same mistakes as the previous waiter. You're going to excel. I've seen you work. Your work there, you're getting muscle on you. I didn't expect that from Holocaust Henry Cavill. Not in the last year, no. They're probably running Rotten.com for me. Just like Doge. It's like, how come Rotten.com donators don't show up for the annual stockholder meeting? Do we have stockholders? You do now. You got to have a board of directors to operate. People just like to get the perks without doing the work. Me too. I'm doing all the perks of the second coming of Jesus Christ, but I can't do all the miracles. But the real guy isn't stopping me. He could explode my heart, make me drop dead. He's not doing it. So I must be doing something right. Even as an idiot intern, at least I'm trying. You know? Your boss might be grooming you to take over the business so you can just travel all over the world. The Guaylo doesn't know, I'm going to teach him. And then, you have the run of the place. I was talking to the ceiling. You could even go to the restricted area, and if he doesn't fire you immediately, you're in. Same thing with Sean. You could be Moloch. He's a lot more spiritual than you. But if Moloch doesn't incinerate him, he must like him. Exactly. It's like a cat will tell God himself, you're in my seat. Me, I just want you all to see. This is like the most Muslim corner of all time. You know what they did? The Protestants made a billboard. Yes, you're Muslim. I protest. Jesus, I trust in you. So Fondo is alive because I call him handsome. Mark Mays is terrible. Ricky Fondo is handsome. JLP is likable. I don't know about you guys, if you want to fall into that Trinity trap, triangles. But I could do it. I did all this with 3 people, and it just hypnotically rhythms, just like your heartbeat. Yeah, may have been. Are you like Sean? May have been an alien spaceship that looks somewhat like a dragon and would shoot rockets at fire at people. I'm going to end this poll, and I'm going to start a new one. If you look at the name Sean and Moloch, it doesn't share any letters at all. That's red flag number 1. If I told you my name is Donald Trump instead of Nate Mendez, you'd be like, no, I know what Donald Trump looks like. Unless I'm wearing a very clever disguise. So the first vote is no. The word no is in the middle of knowledge. And just like in Cumtown, maybe the real N-word is knowledge. The K is silent. So the more you resist, like Moloch, the more you become. If you don't want the job of Moloch, Moloch didn't want the job in the first place. It's like mostly diets, you know. He's always on a diet, Moloch. That's why he's like, I'd rather burn all this food than fucking eat it. I am. And then suddenly Susan after 8th century. I was told that in YouTube. Some random climate change activist was like, who's gonna stop all of us? Who has the power to destroy all the world? And then you're supposed to say nobody, because I was trained in this. I waited in the chat for 8 minutes. Everybody is just talking over themselves. I don't want to say it. I was the only one who said nobody. Correct. There you go. Anagrams, right? Do you know a person named Anna who deals cocaine or fent in grams? Why don't you double down on the consonants? You're gonna have a bratty little sister named Anna or Joanna. Now I know a few people in Stuyvesant, and I would like to sponsor you as retroactively attending my class. You were just so good at cat stuff. You were on the ceiling the whole time, and I was like, most time people are looking down at their desk. They don't check the ceiling for those who attend. That was just a random thing. So your bratty little sister is Joanna? Don't tell me she's Romanian. Ah, okay. You're just doing some incest shit. Like, you almost freaked me out. If you had a legitimate, actually real sister named Joanna who resists, like they said in the South, a Southern virgin is somebody who can outrun all her brothers. That's why that Oreo chick outran you. It's like, what I'm doing is I'm holding you incestuous fucks from raping, Jasmine Stewart. You do? So you're bratty older sister. Bratty older half sister. You can just augment this. Like you do. First you were like Sean, and now you're Sean the Catholic Bishop Cathedral Catechin. This gets better and better. If you ever watch Friends, where Ross Geller is talking to the father of Rachel Green, it's like, can you talk to your daughter? I mean, she has one leg longer than the other, and she doesn't have renter's insurance. And the father is like, I didn't know that about my daughter. How does she catch the thief if, he runs away? And then the Ross is like, yeah, exactly. So your description of your older sister, she's on meth, lost her teeth, and white wine. And I'm thinking, why white wine? It's like the joke about the Jews. Like the Nazis exterminated like 6 million Jews and a clown. And then your brain takes it and is like, why the clown? And it sets it up, see, nobody at all cares about the Jews. So why the white wine? Why not pale stein, A lot of Free Palestine protesters get their teeth knocked out because they're like, Free Palestine. Say all that again. Anyway, to Joanna, what's it like having Sean as a bratty little brother? He's a blob of flesh, Sean, I will give you a clear to say the worst thing of all time you can say to me. Okay, get ready. It's just 4 words. Right in my chat, just like your mom. Okay? I allow this because I cracked up at your setup. I gotta crack up at your punchline. Please do this. It's a favor to me. I would be ever so grateful, and you will be rewarded in ways quite unlike. I really need a laugh. When you're like Norm Macdonald, it's like, you called me? Beep. You wait all these seconds. You're like, on my phone? I'll try to do your joke as Norman Jean McDonald, or even Al Pacino. It's cheap. It makes you giddy. Just like your mom. Ha! Or as Norm. See, like they have 2 different noises. Norm Macdonald's always surprised, like, wah, like that. It's cheap and makes her giddy. Just like your mom. I get the same laugh. Isn't it odd? Just like you're playing baseball, No matter what your hitting stance, once you connect and make a home run, it's the same hitting thing. You know, you start from weird position, you hit a home run, and then they take a picture. It's like the same position. Same thing with comedians. You start out like ah, and then you hit a home run, ah. Yeah, from David Sebastian to Kanye, like it's very hard unless you study blacks. Like they do like more inside. They swallow the so it looks like they're constipated. Like when you do it, like that's why they look at you like that, and it's like, did you get the joke? Like I'll do it like a black guy, like Kanye or something. Or actually no, like 50 Cent, because he's savage. He's hitting like Diddy really hard. So this is Curtis Jackson doing your joke. Go shorty, it's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. It's cheap and makes you giddy, just like your mom. See, I didn't say the because I directed the to myself, and it was like it's so good. My eyes open. That's for black people. You know, for an Asian like me to suddenly, that's the joke. They're daring Asians. Hey, I could blindfold you with dental floss. Can you do this? And of course I can, but not too many Asians would do that. They'd be like, "The fuck? Oh shit, that's racist." In fact, I'm gonna do like, who's a good Chinese? Like, let's say Jackie Chan, right? Jackie Chan is like, yeah, what? Wait, what? They curse a lot. All the people curse. In my English bad, you know. Why? It's cheap and make her giddy, just like your mom. That's the Asian one. Like they're not gonna bug eye you. It's like be like us. Choose the thing. Be a one instead of a zero. Like that. I study a lot of comedy. Mexicans is different. They just shoot you in the face. As soon as it's cheap, and then you're like, and makes you giddy, just like your mom. That's Mexican comedy. Dennis, really? I'm drawing a blank. Just like your mom. I use that a lot. Anytime I read something in the Bust or Nouveau that like hurts me, I just add just like your mom. I take control of the joke. Ah, why not horseshit really? I I'm just a regular chink with a lot to drink, and I wave all the flags of CCP, all the bags. I like Mao Zedong walking down squares, and I see a tankman in Tiananmen Square. But sometimes the communist in me just isn't that interested. Oh no, oh shit, fuck no. I just have to invade all the lands at Americans' expense. Oh no, oh shit, fuck way. I drive really slow cause I'm Asian and dumb. And while the people behind me are covered in cum. I'm a Chinese, social Chinese, what a Chinese. Oh, they know I'm the world's biggest Chinese. Chinese. Everybody. I talk with Dennis Leary mentally a lot. You got to be a fan and then be drunk and then switch substitute words. So, when you mention, remember Dennis Leary, people will be like, if you go to the Comedy Cellar, okay, we accept that you're a comedian. You have 5 minutes. Make it, do you have a bit? Do you have a sketch? Do you have a performance? We get it intellectually. Oh, what you did was Dennis Leary, but you changed the L to an R. Hilarious. Okay, so you got to have the sketch ready. That's what you're going to do in chat, You already have a sketch ready. because you do the bit where you change your PFP and your name. However, fish out of water. Dennis Leary in A Bunch of Sharks. And it's like, I'm funny, but I'm Irish and I'm drunk. Well, good. You won't feel the pain. Chomp, 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 chomp. How? Caroline's closed down. Do you have a time travel machine? Go there when Norm and Nick Mullen are there. Hey, Norm. Hey, Nick. I'm Sean. Big fan. All right. And you know what? David Sebastian approved of your thing. He's rich enough to reopen Caroline's. I suggest if you have an Instagram, just make a throwaway Instagram and try to connect with David Sebastian ANTI. He will welcome you. He'll give you his phone number. You can text him dick pics. It's like put it with the rest, and then he'll upsell you. You want to open Caroline's with me? I'll be a silent partner. Very nice guy. After all this time, he didn't delete the video of me butt digging him up. It's a template. It's like, David is so blah, blah, blah. Sean is so. If you look at Sean and David, you both share the letter A. I did that promo for David Sebastian as if I was talking to you directly. That's a hard one. Just like your mom. That's basically Dennis Leary. Dennis Leary is a persona fan. And, requesting this is like talking to Ethan Van Sciver. And there's a big line in Comic-Con. Can you draw ninjas and Cyberfrog? But he's doing a katana flip. And this, for how much? $5? I'll just sign this. Okay? Just like your mom. You get the opening tier. Since you get the VIP tier, I want you to feel like a regular, normal scrub. Just like your mom. Okay? You said it. I gave you the privilege. Be prepared to hear it. When somebody gives me an order, do Dennis Leary. Just did. Just like your mom. That's Dennis Leary. I can hear him yelling. But I'll give it a try. Watch me try. Do Dennis Leary saying the N-word as Chinese Al Pacino. Where's Mullen? Nearer. Yeah. Oh, here's Dennis. That's what he's doing. Dennis Leary doing, saying the N-word as Chinese Al Pacino, who is Moloch. And I'm going to cross the street so you get a very good view of what he's angry at. Okay? He's a pro, a total pro in real life. Okay? Yes, sir, yes. See? Nailed it, right? Yeah, I'm just recording. If he swings at somebody, he's safe, my brother. Yeah, like me. I'm just instant. Yeah. Be careful, my brother.
They don't care about us.
No, they don't. So we got to be less caring too. You can record yourself in New York. Be safe. Mm-hmm. See, that's Dennis Leary. As Moloch. You think I can't? I have star power. I can pull these guys. You suggest them, I'm instantiated. It's hard to do this. Herb left already. We're supposed to pursue him, but he's taking range. He shot like the module into that guy's head. Do all they say. George Floyd, he's been sober for the last 8 years. So yeah, I've been doing George Floyd sober. He's dead. He can't do any more drugs. Try the hard one, man. Blowjack is like black. He's like I ran out. Try to do David Sebastian rollerblading down a ski. How about you do it? You do that first. You got to do the hard things. It's like, hey guys, can you do that? Because I just did. Oh, that's a good one. Sean always comes up with a good one. On Dennis Leary? Okay. See, this is fucking America, you Irish bug. Okay? Now, how many times do I have to tell you? Do not resist arrest. Even though I'm in the prison, Dennis, and you have all these comedy bits. It's funny to me to apply pressure on your stupid Irish neck with my knee because this is fucking America. Don't resist. How's that? Of course, you'll be next. Once he's out, Derek Chauvin is like, who's the guy who made me do all that shit on Dennis Leary? Oh, him, Sean. All right? And then I'll be like, Derek, hold on, hold on. Stay. Now turn around and expose that energy downrange. This is our very good friend, Sean. He'll come at you. He's very good at melee. And he's documented. They have footage of him like suppressing a really big black porn star, with fentanyl in his belly. It's like, I may be 5'8" and you're like 6'9". You got knees, right? Whack. So now one knee is down, and then we have this thing, and we pull out the other knee, and then you're all flat on the floor. We're gonna sit on your legs, keep your mouth open, mace you in the eyes. Got anything good to say now? Oh, they're gonna have a reason to. In prison, they probably think you're honorary black. We couldn't take out Derek, but you did. Thanks for that, honorary black Derek Chauvin. Like, I don't want to be black. Well, you are now. We couldn't do it, and we worship you. So now, as the new as the all-new black champion, Derek Chauvin is like, who's our main enemy? White people? Well, they didn't help me get out of prison, and you did. You gotta be clever, Sean. Do not worship the word not or the God not. Worship the God now. W is alright. T, I don't know. Like tone? I know. They say that all the time. They say it better than me. You want to hear that? Do you see my stream getting cut out because a random passerby yelled it out? No. This is New York. What are you, 12? Okay. Now I'm gonna buy my cigarettes. Make sure Herb covers all of us. If Derek comes anywhere near you, trust Herb. It's like, my knee. Yeah, I've seen this in like, people. The bodyguard is like, you're in the fire escape and shooting at me. Why? You scared? Yes, very scared of you. I will shoot your knee first. I don't want you crawling anywhere near me. Okay? I'll see you later, Sean. Be aware, don't get hurt, and try to make an Instagram and say hi to David. He's my son. I have a black son. I didn't even want a black son, but he's very good. And until his daddy don't show up, like absentee father, I'm filling in. As soon as like his dad sniffs around, I'll step back. I'm just a steward. Oh yeah, Herb's a coward, blah blah blah. When he shoots you in the dick and be like, coward, he's afraid of you. You go to Starbucks and shit in there. If he finds you, low jack, what are you doing in my bathroom? Taking a shit, Herb, in your sink. He'll just like, you're a home intruder. Bam, 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 bam. Why did you shoot me? Coward, because you broke into my house. See ya. All of you, stay alive. Bye. Stop dying, follow all my orders.